Hey everybody, this is like part two of the last one. This is booming it up. I forgot all about showing you guys the termination on the drum, but well, actually, the wedge and socket. But this doesn't have a wedge and socket; it's just got a hole. And I take the end of the line here, the cable, if you will, and I put it in some composite. I do some composite welding, which in reality is super glue, and get some super glue in that hole, and dip the cable into the hole, and spray some accelerator on there, and she's in. On this end here I got a little swivel set up. I found it's best not to tie a knot immediately. Even if you tie several and they come undone, you lose it. So what you do is you wrap the rope around the ring or whatever you're tying it off to. Try and wrap it around several times, so if the knot comes undone, hopefully the rope will be tied enough around where you don't lose it. And I also put a little glue on the, not only on the knot, but on the actual, well, it's kind of hard to zoom up, but on the actual string going around the ring, there's actual glue on that also. So if the knot were to come undone, hopefully the string is going to just stay where it's at because of it's welded to the ring in this case. So that's what she looks like. Now to boom it up, I'm going to have to put some cable guides on here yet. I'm going to have to make a smaller version of this block here. This is a 10 shiv. I'll probably cut this down to like 6 or something like that, because this crane is not going out as heavy lift, 1,000-ton. This will be more like, going out like, let's say, a 400, 500-tonner with the capacity to go up to 1,000 or more, depending, on how far someone wants to push it. But it's up to whoever is running it and owns it. So that's the block again, and I'm going to do basically the same block, and the thing about these blocks is it'll be able to expand them or make them smaller just by taking them apart and adjusting basically just put different shivs in there, and this piece would have to be smaller depending on what you want to do. Also, I'm not done with this. There's going to be a piece in here with 2 hooks coming out. It's not going to look scale, but I don't intend it to. This is more like a miniature crane. Scale performance, but scale looks I'm not worried about. And that's why this is so heavy, because when you got all those parts aligned, the boom's not heavy enough to overhaul. But now with this, it should be no problem. And you can always add more weights to this. And you can get longer threaded rod. And this, I'm not using threaded rod. I'm using screws, but you can get this threaded rod as long as you want it. You can stick it out and put another 1/8-inch plate on each side, or 2, or even another 3/8 on each side if you want to really get heavy. So the block is going to be very expandable, contractable. You can even make a 1-shiv block out of this, or 2-shiv, whatever you wanted to do. 3-shiv, doesn't matter. Anyways, back to booming it up. So I'm going to plug in the power supply here so I can hold the camera. Okay, there she goes. You see the shiv is fleeting very nicely. following that hoist cable back and forth. So that's looking pretty good. Didn't go all the way to the end that time. So I don't know, there could be a little adjustment involved in the alignment. Boom is getting up there pretty high. Get ready to disengage this hoist here pretty soon. Okay. Anyways, I think I got to do a little bit of an alignment on there because the cable did kind of bunch up a little bit. So that shouldn't. Basically, the cable wants to stay on this side. Doesn't want to go that way. So I'm going to have to turn the give it a little minute adjustment. But the good part is it fleets very nicely. So. So there we go. Let's see. Shut this light off. So, alright, anyways. That's what we look like right now. And next is to get some cable guides built and get that hoist on there and just wait for some electrical parts. Alright, talk to you guys later.